What's going on, everybody? It is time for Game Hunters. We are so excited. We are going to have an absolutely incredible episode tonight. We're going to hang out with the metalcore guys, but as you guys know, we start all of these things off with throwing it around the horn and saying hello to everybody. So our queen is here. Mae-Zing, the Latin singer.
Hey, hola amigos, how are you?
Vaas is here.
Right.
And we've got our favorite Canadian,
Hey,
N0ACL.
Let's go,
Hola
let's go,
amigos.
Happy
metalcore.
birthday to the beard.
Happy
once
birthday,
again.
Gohaun.
Happy birthday, Gohaun. And last but certainly not least, we have got Jay.
Let's
go.
Welcome.
Hey, everybody else, I just need
All right.
to, I know that we're supposed to go into GNN right now, but does Jay not look like an MMA fighter from somewhere? Look at him.
Let's go.
Look at him. I'm sure he is in an alternate life, but anyway, you guys, we're going to get started with GNN. Let's get this party going. Here we go. All right, take it away, Cydrake.
Let's go. So let's start with the first one about Downstar. So if you don't know what is Downstar, basically it's like a farm bill, and
Isn't
this is
that
a
the first
blockchain
game
game.
we all played? Let's be real.
Yes.
It's the first
It's the
game that
first
we all
one,
played
basically.
last year. We're like, oh, we can play a free game. Let's play
Yeah.
Townstar.
Yeah, and right now they are allowing payments with Visa and MasterCard. So this is really awesome because now all the people that don't know about blockchain and don't want to struggle with the transactions and with the wallet, the MetaMask, well, you can pay with the Visa and MasterCard and that's it. You don't have
If it'll
to
go through. If it goes,
Yeah.
Gohaun, I want you to try here in the United States. I want you to try putting it on your credit card and see if it works. Go buy something really expensive.
Say that happened already.
I think that means it works.
Okay.
That means
They have the
Man.
network. They know what they're doing, so it's
Yes,
it's
definitely.
looking promising for us in the U.S. But
That is
you know,
amazing. All right, what else you
seamless
got,
here in
Cydrake?
Canada, so.
Oh, does it work in Canada? N0ACL, have you done it?
It's all seamless here. Everything is seamless. There are multiple
Nice.
crypto
Amazing.
debit card platforms available here in Canada, and most of the major malls have implemented Bitcoin machines, as well as Ethereum and some of the other minor coins. So it's starting to pop off a bit. Gas stations have them accessible as well.
Whoa, that's awesome.
So the question is, do you think that we'll get there in the next year or 3 years here in the United States, Gohaun?
Oh.
3. Yeah,
I
I
think
agree with
next, I think it's going to be 2024, 2025 before we really start seeing a lot of that come up.
you. Yeah.
That it's a little bit more taken easier, on ramps and the off ramps, and I think everyone's going to have a little bit more understanding of how it's.
Yes.
Without it being like, oh, stuff everyone's doing on the back end, we got to
Right.
stop it.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be the next couple 3 years that it's going to
Yeah,
start
definitely.
starting to go the for us.
All right, Cydrake, what else you got?
The next one, it's about Blancos. They have
Yay!
Oh.
a really awesome event right now. Fuse
God,
event.
sit up.
If you don't know what's the Fuse event, well, you can merge two Blancos of the same type. And this time corresponds to the King Carrot. The King Carrot is this particular monkey.
It was given
Blanco.
away for Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And right
But
now
this means
it's
I have to actually open mine, and I don't want to do that.
So this is the Amazon Prime Gem.
you will
Mint,
have to do it.
right?
Yeah, the Amazon Prime Gem Mint, and it turns into King Kong, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to
Take it up.
open the Blanco and start earning some
Level it up.
experience and level
Yeah.
up till level 15.
Oh.
And after
Keep your
that, you
own.
have to do the
Get it off the market and keep your own.
Yep. Keep your own because we all got good ones.
Yeah, but remember that the one that it's created by fusing it, well, it's a really unique one. So
Yeah,
it's
so here's the
it's
thing.
really
I
difficult.
did the
It's a
first
tough
fusing
position.
that happened. It cost like I was really scared. It was the first major like money that I ever spent to try and flip something. And I want to say it costs you guys, it costs like $700, $800 to get all the
700.
pieces. And I had one already maxed. I had one robot already maxed. So I didn't have to spend any money for that. And I had literally taken all my season pass stuff. So
Nice.
like I used everything I had and then spent $700. And then I flipped it for $1,600. So it wasn't that bad. So
Hey Dragon,
it was okay.
That was the first gem in, right? I think you were like right on it and you jumped on the first one, right?
I
Yeah,
did.
that was the
Yeah,
robot.
so
But
Yeah,
you know what it's
little
worth
after-
now? It's worth nothing. Like compared to what
Everything
I
went
sold it
down.
for, it just all tanked. So
Oh,
No,
yeah, of course.
I like
yeah.
the King Kong one though. I think this is a cool one. This is a neat one.
Yeah, it's
So-
a hard decision here because, well,
Mhm.
you have to open the Blanco.
Yeah.
Who's willing
prefer
to
the
go
box
and
set.
grind this one out? N0ACL, Gohaun? Guys, remember those?
honestly, I'm not willing to grind it at this point, but the time we
Yeah.
did grind like crazy for the first few seasons, I ended up, gem minting the what is it, Pug Life for
Oh,
free.
yeah.
Like all the resources I
Right.
saved for just, being a miser for several
Yeah.
seasons, I was able to cash in on a free one. So he's sitting at about a cool 300 right now, but no movement on the market. We'll see.
Are you
How
trying
that
to
plays
are you
out.
trying to sell it? Are you trying to sell that one?
I've got it listed, but it's just I got it for free from
'cause
the
you want
grind,
it.
so
It's
it's
'cause you
there.
want
Let's
to delete.
just-
It's 'cause he wants a
yeah.
delete. He wants an MPH, baby. He wants an MPH.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Stack-
my
MPH.
recommendation would be to keep it. Keep it
The hardest
and just
MMO. We're
wait.
just stacking each.
Wait for the bullish moment.
Yeah, wait for Bull to come back. All right, Cydrake, what else you got?
The next one is about the Lord of the Rings.
No.
Interesting.
They have launched movie experience, and yeah, believe me, this is really awesome, and it's really cool because there are two different type of NFTs. The first one is just a simple one, and it's a collection of only 10,000 NFTs, and there's a second collection that it's only 1,000 NFTs. Well, basically, this NFT includes the movie and the extended edition also, and that it's not all. They also included the scenes, the backstage scenes, also
The backstage stuff, yeah. Behind the scenes.
yeah, and also the scripts and some pictures and some galleries. No, it's amazing. It's like if you have purchased.
Do we get a
DVD.
physical? Do we get a ring? That's all I want to know. Do we get a ring?
I
get-
don't think
you
so.
know,
Do we get
Not
Sting?
yet. Not
Do we get
yet.
Sting? Because I want a physical NFT. If this is gonna, if I'm gonna throw down with this, I need a physical NFT. That's all I gotta say.
Cydrake. So what you're telling me is that the Lord of the Rings franchise is one of the earliest adopters of giving us digital ownership of our movies, just like how we
Yes.
could, with DVDs and VHS, right?
Yeah, basically that
Nice to
is.
see.
It's like purchasing a Blu-ray or a DVD, but you will need the NFT to play the movie. So.
That's excellent.
Nice.
And
That's
that it's not all. Also, they have included an augmented reality edition there, but you have to
Awesome.
unlock it, and you will have to play the movie and see all the galleries and basically open everything just to unlock the augmented reality experience. So
Interesting. All right.
yeah, it's
Multiple
really
layers, that's
cool.
impressive.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see lots more of this incoming as well. It's all part of what's gonna be needed for Web3 to become mainstream. And we were here first, guys. We were here
Yes.
first. All right,
Wow.
Cydrake, what else you got?
The next one, it's about Messi and Big Get. So
Interesting.
this is a really cool partnership between Messi and BitGet. And well, it's a really cool one because Messi really believes in crypto, in the crypto universe, and that is why he's doing this kind of partnership. And also because, well, the World Cup it's coming in a couple of weeks. So yeah, they haven't told what is the collaboration or what are they going to do, but believe me, this partnership is really really important.
Is Messi? Is this going to be his last World Cup, or is he done? No ACL. I don't remember.
My personal opinion, I think this would probably be his last. If he comes back, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. These guys want to go for as long as they can. Like Ronaldo wants to play with his
so
son.
much cash, man. I mean, the dude's he may believe in crypto, but let me just tell you, the dude doesn't need crypto. He's one of the goats, man. He is
Yeah.
one
He's a
of the
legend.
greatest of all time.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
So, all right, what else you got, Cydrake?
And the next one and final one. Well, basically, it's all the different events for this Halloween.
Halloween.
Many different projects are having some cool events. Like, for example, Axie, they are going to distribute a 10,000 AXS for the 20,000 players. And also for Sandbox, Paris Hilton has launched his Crypto Win Land. So
course she
basically,
has.
you have to yes, you have to play the mini games, and just well, you have to.
Do you think
complete
Paris
the
has actually
missions.
played Sandbox? I'm just curious. Does anyone think that she's like,
of
oh
course
yeah,
not.
today
No.
I'm gonna hang out in the sandbox today?
Nah, nah.
I think so. You'd be
I
surprised.
don't think so. No.
I'd be the one to say I think
maybe
so.
that's her. Maybe that's her escape. Maybe
He's playing with
Sandbox
Snoop Dogg
is her-
in the sandbox.
Yeah,
Snoop
she's hanging
Dogg,
out with
yes,
Snoop.
yes.
Yeah,
She's
Snoop
hanging
Dogg,
out in the
yeah,
same
I
room
think
as
Snoop Dogg,
Snoop.
yes.
They're getting,
They're at his
you know,
mansion.
a little something going in the hookah.
That's
In the hookah. All right. What else? Thetan Arena as well. No ACL.
Yeah, also Titan Arena.
Yeah, honestly, Thetan Arena has had like a whole wave of events. They've had some cross-community collaborations. There was some community-generated content partnered with Second Life, so the community designed some outfits.
nice,
and,
nice.
Yeah, the winning ones were basically airdropped as NFTs as a giveaway. There's been tons of events, tournaments, and now we've got a Halloween event coming up. And there's even a soccer theme coming in with 3 new heroes skin for the World Cup upcoming. So
Oh, that's awesome.
it's pretty cool. They're always doing creative
Like
things.
this is what I don't
Fun stuff.
understand. You know, speaking about stuff like that with Axie, like they can give away AXS. That's really cool. But like personally, I want that. Like I want the Halloween. I want the vampire Axie. Like don't let me play with it. That's
Yes.
fine. Like I don't need
A Halloween skin, yeah,
Just-
definitely.
just use your IP, guys. You've got a great IP. Just use it.
Give
Do
me a
some fun
PSP
stuff with
for
it.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
a
have
better
access to-
game, please.
Please.
Mini
Please.
layer of
Well, you already
experience.
got the farming one, right? That one, the Raylight one just came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another active doll or something.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
dolls.
Yeah,
Plushies?
yeah, the plushies, right?
Plushie? Or do they have plushie?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think-
know that it was
yeah.
official plushie.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Alright.
sure if there's a plushie, but
They're fairly exclusive. I've seen them at some of the conventions.
Yeah. yeah.
I don't know if they have them on
Physical
Marketplace.
NFT, baby. Physical NFT.
yeah.
You know who does have a plushie is Cydrake has a Splinterlands plushie. Just saying
Oh,
right
nice.
now. So,
I think I got more than he does.
how many did you get, Gohan?
You don't want to know.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome. Because I want to buy one from Gohan. He'll sell me one.
I don't know about that, buddy.
No, you're gonna sell me a Yoden. You are.
Oh, the
going to sell me
Jodin is really cool.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's the best one.
How many did you? I thought you only got 2,
I
right?
didn't get
You
any.
got one of each, right? No. Sorry.
Cydrake,
No,
did you get
just
the kitty and the Yoden? You just got
No,
the Yoden.
just one, just the Jodin.
You
All
got
right.
Yoda, Okay.
Cydrake, do you have anything else to share with us?
And
this evening?
also League of Kingdoms. Remember that
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a Halloween event also there.
Excellent.
Yeah, you have to collect the candies and you can unlock some
Yes.
there. Yeah. very
Okay.
cool.
All right.
The skins. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so that about wraps up GNN. Yes, Cydrake?
Yes, that would be all for tonight.
You guys, I'm so excited about this, but let's first play this bumper. All right, you guys, here we go. It is time to talk about Metalcore. We've got Jay here from Metalcore.
Hey.
Jay is going to give us all the juicy tidbits that's going on. So, okay, so for those that don't know, also those of you that have it here, let's go ahead and start sharing screens so that I can bring that up as we're chatting with Jay. For those of you that do not know what Metalcore is, Jay, give us just a quick 10,000, view from the sky, what you guys are creating here.
Yeah, absolutely. And first of all, I just want to say I'm super pumped to be on this show. I mean, just watching all y'all do all the news and your energy, like that YGG energy cannot be duplicated. So I'm just really pleased to be a guest today. And yeah, Metalcore, it's freaking awesome, guys.
Awesome.
It's essentially this massive scale PvPvE 24/7 territorial combat game. Think Battlefield meets Mech Warrior meets PlanetSide 2, a little tiny bit of Halo sprinkled on for flavor, but we also bring a lot of unique ideas to the table as well. And it's just so much fun to play. It's so much fun to play. We debuted this thing at PAX West earlier this year, as well as TwitchCon, and just regular mainstream gamers who were walking around. They were swarming our booth. It was packed with these top-end Alienware PCs provided by Alienware, and they were just jamming out on this game. I mean, going back to the end of the line, waiting 30 minutes, 40 minutes to play again. It's just so much fun. Infantry, you can run around. You can get into a mech and just battle it out as a combat walker. You can fly high in the skies as an aircraft pilot. And you can even just traverse the terrain on these really, really cool tanks, hover tanks, and different other vehicles that can transport infantry and do other cool things like that. It's all Web3 enabled as well. With the alpha, it's for now just testing out the game and seeing what's up. But the end game is to have all the in-game assets be NFTs. And not only that, but being able to play the game for free, download it and jump in, and then be able to loot your way to success by creating these war machines, and then optionally being able to mint them on chain. So this is just really cool stuff that's going on. I'm just really happy to be part of this show today.
Well, we're super excited about it. Gohaun, if you could share your screen, or N0ACL as well, that would be great. I think that we'll get better speeds from you guys. So obviously tons of questions in regards to Metalcore. So tell us, if I want to have, if I get an NFT, so it's free to play initially, right?
Yes, that's the goal.
So the idea is I play for free. If I want an aircraft NFT, do I get the pieces that I need to make that by playing the game? Is that how it works? You start as a base player, and then you start collecting airframe parts and stuff like that. Is that how it works? And then you get an aircraft? Tell us a little bit how that works.
Yes, Lastdragon, you absolutely nailed it. Essentially, you'll be able to run around the world, which is a huge map divided into hexes as the end goal. And then when you take over different locations or take down enemies, you're going to discover and collect crafting materials. And these crafting materials, they vary drastically from components to raw materials, cores, things like that. So when you're building a war machine, you can see the recipe that you need to create this war machine. And then as you play the game, you're collecting items. Now, each PvP match, which will eventually grow to become a massive 50 versus 50 onslaught of chaos, will allow you to create and craft these war machines that carry over from match to match. So when you play a game, like for example, if I play Apex and I drop down and I find a carbine on the ground, you know, my carbine goes away for the next game.
Yeah.
But with this game, you can create, you can find crafting materials that you can store in your locker. And then over time, as you play more and more games, more and more matches, or spend more time in the open world where you're not necessarily in a match, but you're just running around, then you'll be able to collect all the materials and create war machines from there.
Okay. Jay, I would love it if you could share your screen with gameplay. That would be awesome. It looks like this is pretty choppy. So I want to make sure that we show a really, really great way to...
Yeah, of course. I'd be happy to share my screen and show the gameplay because, hey, we have a game. It's real. Like it's
yeah,
here.
Absolutely. So tell us this. Right now, I saw a note that do you have perpetual servers yet?
Perpetual. Right. So
question.
right now in the alpha phase 1, we're doing limited run servers. So, and of course, as soon as I share my screen, I lose connection to the live server.
It's totally cool. It's totally cool. It's not choppy. So we just want to make sure that you are able to show this.
So at this current time in the alpha phase 1, it's limited time servers that are up. So they'll be up for about 3 hours at a time for various regions and various days. Now, this is a perfect time for me to announce that we have upcoming alpha server sessions coming up during October 27th, 28th, and 29th. You'll be able to play the game in various regions for 3 hours at a time. Now, all of the details you need to know and all of the guides and all of the help is available at metalcore.gg/alpha. And after this cutscene plays, I'm not sure if you guys can see my camera at the same time as my screen.
No, we see everything. It sounds great.
Okay, so you see me as well. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's all good.
So after this cutscene completes, we're hoping and praying that we get back into the server because it has a maximum player count. But we did spin up this, nope, not yet, got to do that again. We did spin up a custom server instance just for y'all at YGG for this show so that we can play the game. But it looks like some people found out our server was up and they're piling in. You know, they really want to play this thing. Let me see if I can get in again.
That's good, though.
The game during the entire news segment, and I was just waiting to go, and then time to go, and server kicked me. So let me see what I can do.
Gohaun might be in as well. Let's see what's going on. Gohaun, I think I saw your screen. It looks like you're in.
Sure, and I can also hit the garage and showcase some vehicles as well if I can't get back in, so it's no big deal. If anybody's watching the stream right now, all right, if you're in the game, please temporarily leave the game so that we can get in and do the show.
It would be great to actually show the game.
Wonderful, I'm looking at you. Tiberius, I'm looking at you. We have some fabulous content creators that have just joined the program, also partway from TwitchCon as well. And they're just super psyched about the game, promoting it to their communities, streaming it on Twitch regularly. We're promoting them on our Twitter account, letting people know when they're going live. And man, they cannot get enough of this game. It's just absolutely fantastic. But I still can't get in. So I'm going to travel over to the factory and show you some of the vehicles.
Garage as you're continuing to try and get in.
No problem.
I know that Gohan's working with that as well to show his gameplay.
We'll actually be able to traverse over to an AI-controlled base and do a little combat as well, and I'll give you all some tips and some details. So this is the factory. It's a pad that, this is the factory. It's a pad that lets you summon war machines that you have already created or crafted, that you already own.
Now, if you craft a war machine, it's an NFT at that point, right?
Not necessarily yet. It's an in-game asset that can become an NFT if you choose to interact with the Web3 features that will be integrated.
Okay.
So players will be able to opt out of NFT Web3 features for as long as they like, but still be able to accrue rewards and materials and war machines. And then one day, if they wake up and say, hey, it's time for me to be a Web3 person, they just press a couple buttons and they're starting to mint stuff. They're on chain, they're transacting, they're in marketplaces. It's no problem. So we wanted it to be very fluid for both traditional gamers and gamers that are in Web3. That's the goal.
So
yes, please go ahead. Sorry.
So part of my question that I am curious about here is like, obviously, as you're crafting some of the best things in the game, do you have rarity? I mean, is that going to be put in as well? Because if everybody can craft the same thing, then you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to ever send it to an NFT. Is there going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Of course. Yeah. Let me explain a couple mechanics associated with that. So the first thing is the NFTs do have rarities from common all the way up to legendary. And then the NFTs also have certain unique properties, like, for example, the number of weapon slots they can carry, things like that. So the first thing is, just because you can craft a mech doesn't necessarily mean it will be the same as something that's already existing out there. The second point that speaks to that is we will have a mechanic that allows you to merge merge war machines into an upgraded war machine that lets you pick and choose the upgrades that you'd like from the two parent war machines into the new child war machine. And this helps to introduce some supply control to the war machines and NFTs that may be created. So, you know, it's important that when you have a mechanic that lets you create new game assets, you also should have a mechanic that allows you to call game assets. So as people want to create more and more, I guess you could call them useful machines in the game, then it will reduce the number of total war machines in existence. And then for the rarity levels, you wouldn't necessarily be able to merge two war machines that are rare, and then all of a sudden it becomes legendary. It would be, if you had one that was legendary and one that was epic, for example, then you could merge them and it would still be legendary, but you wouldn't be able to create new rarity levels from lower levels. So that's just to answer a question that someone might have, you know, will there be a random increase of legendary items, you know, from this crafting mechanic?
Oh, that's amazing. So, and you guys have, I think it's very wise of you guys to make sure it's a Web 2/Web 3. I think that games like this are going to be ones that'll be crossovers that will get the Web 2 community to realize that, hey, it's not that big of a deal, guys. It's just ownership. If you want to own it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to either. You know, I mean, if you just want to play regular, you can just play regular. I think that's key right now, because too many people have so many misconceptions on what Web3 really is, and they look at the headlines and they see Axie hack or they see something else, you know, and I think that's what a lot of people see.
I could not have said that better myself, Lastdragon, and also just to add on to it, it really excites me a lot, you know, from this game. And I discovered this game before I joined the team, and what I immediately noticed with this game is that it's basically indistinguishable from other favorite games that I play that are traditional games, you know, and they're pretty high quality stuff. So to have a game like this with optional Web3 aspects, but also you can enjoy it just as well as you can enjoy your other favorite games, I think that's a really big opportunity to bridge into this new technology for a lot of people.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And I think that we're going to need a whole bunch of bridges like that for people to realize that it's not bad. Like, it's okay, guys. It's just ownership. And you already know what ownership is if you played CSGO. Like, that's the truth.
Right.
Like, you already know what Web3 looks like. You just basically have developers that they need a better way to track it and a better way for things not to be hacked, like what happened with Diablo 3 in their shop and stuff like that. Dupes, you know, game, you know, they just need a ledger, and so this allows everything to work. I love the fact that you guys are thinking about that as well, and the fact that you guys are going to major conventions, you know, TwitchCon and everything else, is gonna make the game even better. So tell us a little bit about the development team. I'm assuming the team is fully doxed. Tell me,
yes,
your
it's
studio,
a
how long
well-known
has the studio
business.
been? Go ahead.
Sorry about that. There's a little bit of delay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the team is a well-known business entity called Studio 369. I'm part of the publishing company called Infinite Games. And Studio 369, I mean, the more you look into them, the more you see that they are game developers developing games for gamers as gamers themselves. So they have experience in pretty much almost any game you've heard of or played or enjoyed from the past couple decades. Like somebody works there who has probably touched those games.
Yeah.
Like one notable example that I love is that there are team members that worked on the MechWarrior franchise, like one of my favorite franchises from my childhood, and MechWarrior 2 to be specific. And so, they're putting a lot of great ideas I learned from that game into this game as well. And then even our head, one of our senior members, whose name is Steven Martinier, he has such a storied list of in major franchises like Avengers, and he's developed all this stuff. Like, really what we need to do is start highlighting some of our team members on our LinkedIn account, because every time we highlight a team member, it really just impresses me that I'm a part of the team as well, just with all the experience that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that I've asked a lot of questions right now, but I really do like to throw this around to the rest of the team as well. So, Cydrake, I know that you're in the middle of playing a match right now, but do you have any questions that you want to ask Jay for Metalcore? Are you there, Cydrake?
Cydrake's locked in.
Cydrake is
sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was fixing some things with the microphone, but yeah. About the NFTs. So how it's going to work with the NFTs? Are we going to after a mission, or do we have to only purchase the NFTs in the marketplace and that's it, or the NFTs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great question. So currently we have one of 4 collections that are live now. That is the Infantry Genesis collection, and that's currently available on OpenSea. Now that is a collection of 10,000 various infantry characters, including both standard characters, they have no main identity to them, and also specific characters that have certain abilities and extra, power-ups and things like that. So eventually we'll have 4 collections in total that we're going to be releasing, 3 more of them, 1 for each war machine type. So we're going to be releasing an aircraft collection, as well as a mech collection and a vehicle collection. Now, you asked a question about how to obtain the NFTs. So aside from obtaining them on the open market, you can also, and that's not financial advice, you can also, as I mentioned earlier, craft them from playing the game itself. And so when you're running around, you can get stuff, use that stuff to create different war machines in the game. And then after you create them, you can mint them into NFTs. So a lot of options there. And, I'll add a note that I've played many other Web3 games, in my tenure here in the industry. And one of the more notable ones I played was a year-long stint in a somewhat similar 24/7 territorial combat game. And in that particular game, there was no way to get an NFT without buying it on the open market. And over time, I grew to be a little bit disheartened by that, because I felt like there was a wall that was too high for a lot of players to enjoy the game. And with Metalcore, its crafting system and its looting system and the reward that people feel when they get enough stuff to get that specific component that's the last one they need to make that awesome mech, and not have to worry about buying stuff outright. I think that is a real key to getting people to really fall in love with the game and dive deeper into it.
Nice.
So what
That's
is
awesome.
the purpose of having an NFT right now? Is there anything other than PFP? Do you get something for holding a Genesis?
For sure.
infantry?
That's a great question. I love that. So right now, on the surface, the easy answer is right now with the open alpha, anybody who's holding an NFT can go to our site, metalcore.gg/alpha, and then register their NFT in the interface to get alpha keys in order to actually play the game. So it's like a limited experience for not everybody. If you have an NFT, then you can join the servers. You can participate in giving feedback, filling out questionnaires. You can even stream the game if you're a content creator. If you have NFTs, you can get keys that way. Now, there's also additional benefits to having NFTs that are outlined in a blog article on our blog at metalcore.gg. You can scroll to the bottom and hit our Medium. And then from there, you can see benefits of NFTs and also chibis. I don't know if you guys are deep into the chibi life, but
Of course these guys are. Of
Of
course they are.
yeah, chibis, yo,
Of course they
chibis. That's right. So Metalcore chibis are on the way via airdrop. Okay, and this airdrop may happen at any given time. Nobody knows really when it is, but there's also advantages and benefits for holding, for having chibis, which are soul-bound tokens. For anybody listening or watching who don't know, that means that once it's sent to a wallet, it cannot be transferred out. It cannot be traded. It's more like a badge of honor for that specific wallet. So it's a great way to reward early participants in the ecosystem. And so Metalcore is definitely about that chibi life.
That's cool.
There's also articles about that on our blog too.
That's awesome. May, I love it when you get to ask some questions. The queen herself is here.
Our queen.
All
May,
right, yeah, amazing.
May,
Let's go.
what is it that you would like to talk
Let me
about?
jump out of my Spidey boy and take some people on foot. Go ahead, May.
Yeah. So first of all, shout out to our community members in the chat, saying hi to everyone who have tested this out from the Game Testers program. So everyone is really, hyped up in this game. And I think the only comment that they have there is that how can they have more time to play the game? Because, like once they're in there, they don't want to stop. And we know that we have limited server time. So that answers, the question why we can't get in the server right now. It's really, it's really hyped up.
Precisely, yeah. It's limited instances right now because we have a special one spun up just for YGG, just for this show. But just to iterate some plans for the future versions of our alpha launch, for alpha 2 and alpha 3, we're going to be increasing the number of servers. We're going to be increasing the concurrency that the servers run for different regions. And then as we move into the later stages of alpha, we're going to be starting to do, like, for example, week-long stints of the alphas running 24/7. So the longer you stay with us, the more time and opportunities you're going to get to play the game.
So tell us this, though. When do you expect that to happen? Is that 2023? Or should we expect something like that in Q4?
Yeah, for sure. So our alpha phases are outlined in a tweet that we had recently retweeted from a media partner that was crawling us and reposted that. So it's basically this table, this grid that says this is what alpha 1 is, this is when it is, this is what alpha 2 is, this is when it is, and so on. So alpha 2 is, I believe, November/December. So somewhere around there, you're going to start seeing alpha 2, which is a more refined squad system, bigger maps, things like that. And then for alpha 3, that if my memory serves correctly, is going to be somewhere like a January-February situation. And that's going to be things like more persistent server times, even bigger map, things like that. Then as we get ready to release the main free-to-play version, that's going to be more towards the earlier half of 2023.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
For sure.
All right. Gohaun. The beard himself. Happy birthday, Gohaun. Everybody in chat, let's
Happy
give
birthday.
Gohaun
Yeah,
a birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
For those of you who are here for the first time, it is Gohan's birthday every week. He is very old right now. Very, very old.
That is great.
His beard
But
still black.
Gohaun, tell us, what are some of the questions you have in regards to Metalcore?
What's the minimum specs? Because I can't see that anywhere on your guys' page that I could find.
Yeah, no worries. The minimum specs are outlined on the alpha page specifically. So if you go to metalcore.gg/alpha, that's like the home base right now that we're promoting, that we're talking about, that content creators are listening to for the new schedules, things like that. That's going to have the minimum system requirements, which include things like GTX 1080 or newer, 8 gigabytes of RAM on your PC, things like that. Right now it's Windows only, but you never know what can happen in the future. And also there's some player guides that on that page that will teach players and show them, the details of what's going on when they jump in.
Okay. All right. I'm looking here on that page right now. to see if I can see what the minimum specs are. Are they under your guys' light paper? Is that where I'd find it? Or alpha?
So
Where
let
would I
me
find that?
switch my screen so that I can
Yeah,
so that I can show
you're
you
clear
all.
to clear it. It's fine. No problem.
Okay, so if we go to metacore/gg/alpha,
Tell me when
it's
you're
going
ready
to show the
it.
minimum spec requirements right here in the middle of the page. And that's going to be these specifications right here. Now, something that's really interesting that I noticed recently, and actually Tiberius. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
I
on.
see that's a
Okay.
1060, not a 1080.
Oh, sorry. Yes, 1060. Yes, I misspoke. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, well, something interesting that I noticed in the last couple of days as we were running these alpha server sessions is that Tiberius, who's a content creator that's promoting metalcore and streaming the game, he actually jumped into an Asia server, which is expected to have increased lag, things like that. And I asked him, how did it go? Was it generally working out, or was it, unplayable? He said, actually, it was fine. I was able to play. I noticed a few things here or there, but I was still working out. So I say that to say that as we move into the new sessions in late October, 27 to 29, if there's a server up, even if you're not in the general region, give it a shot, and you probably have a good time playing on any region server, which is great to know.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Gohan, do you have any other questions?
No, just because streaming two different things and playing the game.
Yeah, me too.
That is so true.
This is not
Everybody
working
is
for
saying
me.
the same thing right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges when moving to a more earlier generation style Web3 game to a new next generation type Web3 game. The specs do go up. So
What are you guys
unfortunately,
building
yeah, that's
in?
a thing.
It's one of my questions. Are you in Unity? Are you in Unreal? Like, what are you building right now?
That's a wonderful question. We're building right now in Unreal Engine 4, and we really like the stability of
Yeah,
Unreal
baby.
Engine 4 right now.
But you're
We
gonna
really
switch
like
to
the
5,
the
of course.
effects as well. Yeah, there's a lot of talks and meetings about Unreal Engine 5, but I can't really speak more than urban legends. Perhaps they will be doing that in the future, and I think they're waiting for a few ducks to be in a row for that. They're still working through some gameplay mechanics improvements and adding features to the game, things like that, before they work through the make the water glisten better part of the upgrades.
Totally.
But something I love about this game, and something that I noticed that everybody loved when they were playing at PAX and TwitchCon, is the freaking explosions, dude. Like the explosions are so bomb. Like I was in I call him Big Spidey Boy, but they have this howitzer cannon, right? And when the howitzer cannon blows up another mech, your entire screen just blooms with these orange plumes of explosions. It's like awesome. So yeah, I'm all about that. That's Unreal Engine 4 for you right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so N0ACL, you have been patiently waiting. Patiently waiting.
Oh man, yeah, I've been patiently waiting. Honestly, I got a couple comments and a question, to be honest.
Sure.
But really, Jay, I love the enthusiasm, and you just draw us into it even more than the game already does. But yeah, I've tested it for a while. I know we've crossed paths or tested Discord there. But really, the one thing you mentioned that hit me, you're like, there was some inspiration from some of these, older FPS games that we all know and love. Halo was one of my favorites. Actually, probably my most favorite game. I played MLG back in the day.
Likewise.
Halo 2, Halo
that's
3,
cool.
right? Yeah, so when I first tested this game, that was the first thing that came to mind. And it was like, I don't know if there's multiple maps or like the test is just a standard map right now. But when we dropped into this one map, it was like there were two bases on either side. And it just felt like an expanded, refined coag. Like it was just like an homage to Halo almost. But it was just a really nice map. Like this game is just massive open battles, right? So it gives you that big team battle, but on steroids here. So I like the game.
Great way to put it.
The animations are crazy. The combat is crazy. There's so much variety of weaponry and just like strategy involved. And like the array of vehicles and war machines, it's insane. Everything from jetpacks to mechanized, like weapons as well. It's crazy. Even the legs, you can jump in and just run around with the legs. So many creative things added to the game here. So overall, I love it so far. My question would be, I know there on your webpage here, there's mention of being able to become a baron and recruit vassals and yeah, like a rental lending type of mechanic, and acquiring land and mining resources. Just if you could touch on that aspect of the game, and is this going to be something you have your own tooling that the user base can use? Like,
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to touch on that. Actually, it's a really great component of the game, and something that I'm really excited about because of how integrated it is with the actual game itself. And when the barony system will come out, it's not going to be DM on Telegram to like coordinate with a group of people and do barony stuff or whatever. It's going to be like right in the game, so you can see the structure of a barony. You can send. I'm crawling on the ground right now because I'm about to die. That's why I'm not doing anything anymore. Oh, there I go. I'm dead. So with the baronies,
humiliated by scouts.
Yeah, humiliated.
I like it too. It shows you the class. And
so with the baronies, it's similar to like a guild where you can have a shared pool of resources that you can assign to different players in your barony, and then you can reap the rewards in a shared way. And so there are already a number of baronies that are popping up and starting to coordinate within our Discord server. Also on Twitter, we're starting to see them promote their baronies on there. We earlier on we had a build your barony challenge where people were forming baronies. Even getting a little bit of a healthy trash talk between baronies that have pledged themselves to opposing factions going on in the Discord. Like to see that a little bit. It doesn't get too heated in there, but like to see a little healthy competition in there. And I really love the barony system because if somebody doesn't have the ability, like for example, the time to personally create their own arsenal of mega machines, then they can join a barony and get access to those items, even if they're super elite, very powerful, like Yari Tamburgiri, right? If you're in a barony and you're in a schedule of sharing, for example, you can get to spawn Yari Tamburgiri even if you weren't able to create it yourself. So this is something that I'm really excited about because it exposes the players to more aspects of the gameplay. And I think that has been I guess in debates and when I'm listening to people talk about how NFTs are implemented in different games, they say, look, NFTs restrict gameplay because the players don't have access to the entire game. Like they need all these NFTs in order to get the entire gameplay experience and all these other things. But with a barony system that's smooth and doesn't require, crypto pledging or anything like that, that's already built and integrated into the game, it'll be quite seamless for players that have never talk to anyone else in the ecosystem. They can download the game for free. They can pledge to a faction. They can join a barony within the game engine itself. And then they can get access to rentals and items and things like that. And I think that the Web3 aspects really enhance the political nature of the 24/7 territorial combat.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's where it shines.
Yep.
Because when not everybody can have a thing, you have to be more strategic with how your force handles these resources and deploys them on the battlefield. And I think that
you could very much so be talking about the next EVE Online right here. Like you could be.
Oh yes, I could be.
Because it's 24. It's 24/7.
Yes.
It's 24/7 faction wars the entire time.
Yes.
One of the things that I want to throw out right now, I know we said this a little bit earlier, but a lot of your community is starting to make their way over here. If you are currently in the game, if you are currently in the server, we really want to be able to show in-game gameplay. So I know Jay has been trying to get in. If you're in right now, please DM one of us so that we can actually get you on stream with us. Cool. And we will show your gameplay. So Tiberius, Bayako 83, like you guys, if you're in right now, let us know and I will send you a link and you can show us. Like we are trying to get Jay in right now, but we really want to show gameplay, like beyond the garage.
I feel that I may have shot myself in the foot on this because I promoted this before this, right? That the server's going to be up, y'all. Come play the game with us, y'all. And then, lo and behold, my wish was fulfilled. But I cannot play the game.
The servers are offline at the moment. he cannot see the servers. So
Okay, let's see what time is it.
They've been in Discord waiting to join. Is what he is
Okay,
saying.
I see. Yeah, the special instance may have come off or shut down a little bit early.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm not exactly too sure, but
it's all right.
But, yeah,
this
this
most certainly
weekend
will
there's
not be
going
the
to be a lot of
last
sessions coming
time
up.
that we have Metalcore with us and Jay with us. I mean, we're super excited about what is happening with Metalcore. Vaas, we have not asked you any questions yet. I know that you guys have had a lot of time to chat with some of the Metalcore team. What are some of the questions like you just like openly like to talk about?
Yeah, I would like to ask about like the variety of the mechs and other
Sure.
vehicles. Are there any plans? Like what kind of vehicles are there? Also, maybe you could touch upon when the use case of the token. I know that there's a token in the game. So
Sure, for sure. Of course. Yeah. So to your first question, talking about the varieties of the different mechs and other war machines, it's going to be pretty vast. I mean, this is a pretty large scope game. And if you look at other games that are more mech focused, you're going to find that they tend to be more on the sim side, the simulator side. So things like customizing specific legs of the mech, customizing, like, for example, a targeting computer or something like that. But with Metalcore, it's more of an slightly arcade leaning situation. So you have like an entire mech package, but you can customize a little bit the weapons loadouts. When you merge different war machines, you can choose and decide which weapons get carried over, things like that. And it's more like a run and gun type game because, like you said earlier, there's so many different other types of war machines in the game, like aircraft and vehicles, things like that. So with each type of war machine, there's a number of different types in there. Like I think well over a dozen mechs will be available. That's the end game for that. And for aircraft as well, there's many different kinds. For the alpha, you'll get your choice of about a half dozen different kinds of these different types of machines. But more can always be added over time, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So I think that playing the alpha and then showing. Let me backtrack on that for a second. So playing the PAX demo, which we played at PAX and TwitchCon, was a little different situation than playing this open world alpha, because in the open world alpha has the crafting mechanics and the looting mechanics, but the PAX demo was more like everybody spawns in, all the mechs are already in the base, you just walk up and you just fight. So everybody was able to get a really good idea of what the different mechs do, how they clash with each other, and what advantages and disadvantages they have with different permutations in a fight. So as I see the alpha getting bigger and bigger and moving into beta, where people are grinding and getting specialized on specific equipment, I think they're going to dive into and enjoy the game that much more, because each individual mech has its own character.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely. I mean, I think you guys are going to give the best of every world. Like literally everybody is just going to be like, holy cow, that's what I've been looking for. Like it's going to be Battlefield, everything you've said. What I'm most interested in is the 24/7 perpetual land battles. Like that's where it's going to get really interesting, because you're going to have massive guilds that come in that are like, no, this is our area.
Right. And it will get very intense as well. Like the politics involved on any 24/7 territorial combat game can get nuts. We're talking about taunting people, taunting other guilds openly, like on Twitter, and being like, "Yo, we got this hex today." Like, sorry, I guess you didn't. That kind of stuff. Also, just offline collusion or even betrayals between different baronies within, and seeing these superpowers come into play, and then seeing smaller baronies join together and forge alliances to take down the superpowers. Right. It's always fluid, it's always new, and the players get to write the story. That's one of the coolest parts. The server's always running, there's news, people are chatting and talking about some epic battle that happened in some specific hex the day before, when there were 8 spider mechs and they all spawned at once. And they were all firing howitzers, and somebody got a clip of it and it got 1 million views. I mean, all this stuff is possible in this game. It's like, hey, Infinite Games, Studio 369, let's just put as much game as we can put into this game and then go from there. That's what I feel like the strategy is, and I am definitely appreciating it right now.
Well, and it's very streamable too, right? Like we've
Oh,
seen games like this that have done incredibly well on Twitch. This is going to continue to do very, very well on Twitch, regardless of Web 2, Web 3. And again,
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
you guys are going to help integrate Web 3 into Web 2 and allow for a whole bunch of people to enjoy the best of both worlds, which is something that's incredibly exciting in my mind. So, and it also looks like you guys have a whole bunch of like the updates are coming like pretty quick when you think about it. Like we're not talking about 2 years here, guys. We're talking about basically a PFP project that gives you some access, which is great. And by the way, if you have not gone out and looked at that project on OpenSea, very reasonable. Very, very reasonable pricing. You're not talking about thousands of dollars here. Which
and
is
it was a
something
free
that,
mint as well, just to help the community out and show that we're about the community, we're about the players.
Nice.
That infantry NFT mint was a free mint, so it was pretty cool to do.
Whoa.
Which is absolutely incredible. I mean, you guys are firing everything right. Like you guys are
Thank you.
talking
Thank you
to the
so
Web
much.
3, you're talking to the Web 2. We haven't seen a lot of people that are doing that crossover. I think it's really, really smart. And obviously it shows that, you open up a server and it fills up almost instantly. People are ready, to jump
To our
in.
detriment today, at least, but
I
we
mean,
love
that's
it.
okay. We're going to have plenty of time to play. I know all these guys have played and they absolutely love it. So, and the guys are actually sending me some clips right now as well. So
that's awesome.
We always like to ask, is there a little bit of alpha you'd like to share with us? That maybe something that is up and coming,
Leaks,
something new.
leaks.
We love leaks. We love leaks.
Right. Well, let me get out of my mech real quick so I can concentrate on this a little bit.
All right.
So
he doesn't leak something he's not supposed to. In other words.
There's a couple ways I can approach this. I mean, one of them is I don't want legal to snipe me after I say something I'm not supposed to say.
And all of a sudden we got to drop things out. Yeah.
Right. However, I can give a little bit of information about the different infantry classes that people are learning about. These different infantry classes that you see on OpenSea, and they're starting to strategize a little bit about what should we be stocking up on, what's important in the game, things like that. And I'm not speaking in terms of financial advice for acquiring NFTs of a specific type, but when players are in the game, they're seeing different benefits to different infantry classes. And all I can really say right here is dead teammates get no kills. That's all I can say.
Get no kills.
Oh,
that is a significant leak right there, you guys.
They don't get any kills because they're dead.
It looks like Bayako sent me a clip first, so I'm gonna share a clip from him that he just sent. So
yeah, Byako's great.
Yes! Yes, Bill. Let me just grab that loot. Let's go back to base.
Run, and he's dead.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge, bro.
And not safe for work.
A little bit PG-13, but it's all good.
Get the hell out of here, dude. Oh, God. Oh. Our base is right. Straight ahead, west. Bro, you saved me, dude. Bro, you fucking saved me, dude. I just literally jumped out. And my savior just You just came in blasting.
Well,
blasting.
You guys see that?
Bro, this is actually really fun.
We just gave.
It is actually really fun. That's great.
This is
great to
actually
hear.
really fun. That is
I
good.
thought this was going to be garbage. This is actually really fun.
Yeah, that's
Listen, we have seen, Vaas just said this as well. So the NFTs right now, a $70 floor, not financial advice. None of us are giving you financial advice, but we're just saying that if you really like this game, $70 is not that expensive compared to what we have all paid in the past.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
I'm just saying, we have spent a lot of money on NFTs on this show. And a lot of them are not doing well right now. but $70, that actually makes, like, I've even said this about Axie and stuff like that, like $5, $10, $15 Axies. Like, I love that. Same thing with Blancos, stuff like that. Like, get that pricing much closer to what people want to pay. Even a $60, like, people will pay $60 for a game right now. Like, get it where it needs to be. You know,
$70 for an NFT, so you can play.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, that seems like a no-brainer and something that's
right,
just really starting. I mean,
Mhm.
yes, it's not financial advice, but come on.
Yes, and then another note that I'll add onto there would be, you know, having a mechanic where people can craft their own equipment can help to curtail runaway price increase on assets that, you know, lock out players who want to actually play the game. Because it's almost like if you can, like, for example, let's take a look at this mech I have right here, right? This Shiva mech with the rockets loadout. That was the default at Pat. So, like, if, for example, I can grind the game and run around the open world and collect items and then fabricate this, I'm just going to put out a completely random number that has nothing to do with anything. This is not official. It's just a number for an example reason. Let's say that I can make this mech in like 40 hours of gameplay. Well, that's going to be like, okay, well, if somebody can make this in 40 hours, then how much is it really worth? And then that can help to level out and stabilize the marketplace because of that reason. So, you know, while the hardcore speculators may say things like, hey, anything that makes an NFT price go down is bad, at the other side, you know, we're making a game for players, and we want the players to play the game. We want the game to be fun. It's fun first, etc. And so we feel that it's a good balance to have a mechanic where the NFTs don't become an unreasonable price. I think that a fair price, whether it's high or low, as long as it remains fair, is okay by us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people, I mean, we've used EVE Online as an example a lot. I think it's because I've been actually watching quite a bit of the economics of EVE Online and why it has done so well over the years. But if you look at the Titans, and I mean, something like that was thousands of hours to be able to build the top ship in the game. And it was considered to be a very, very, they put a price to what those hours were worth.
Precisely. Like Bitcoin mining. It's like...
I hope that we see the same thing from you guys, where you release new mechs, you release new things to keep the game fresh. And it's a constant cycle of where you see more and more and more and more come over the years, of course.
Yes.
So,
and of course, we're always listening to the community. We're taking feedback. We are listening and understanding what people want and what people want to move towards. You know, I think that as the social media manager for Infinite Games, one of the things that I'm most proud of is that we're out here on Twitter. And if you talk about our game on Twitter, we will show up and we will do things like thank you. We'll let you know how to learn more, how to get involved. We will educate you, share resources with you. And even if it's just having fun, you know, if you post a meme about metalcore, we show up and post a meme about metalcore too. So if anybody has anything to tell us, then we're always listening.
That's
nice. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I mean, does anybody else have any other questions? I mean, we're really excited about this game.
Yes.
We're obviously going to play this game.
Yes, and this is about the NFTs because I really want to know about the factions. Which faction is like your favorite one?
Okay, great. So the factions are really interesting because other games do it, but I feel that we've brought a somewhat of a unique twist to this concept because there are 3 factions that are official factions, and according to the lore, there were 5 giant ships that served as arcs to evacuate the population of the planet when everything was about to go to hell. And so they had to travel 1,000 light years to this new planet. Now, during this mission, there was a massive solar event that really disrupted a lot of the ships. One of them was lost immediately, and three of them ended up having to create their own sub-societies inside their own ship. Now, one of them was not affected, and they're called the Earther faction. And so they think they were in hypersleep. They were like, yeah, we're here, great. And the other factions, they were alive for 1,000 years in that ship. And so you've got, you know, Holy Corp, which is this theocratic organization that also has some like religion aspects to it. They're more like a zealot type of a faction. And you also have the Gear Breakers, which have mastered the art of cybernetics. And then you also have the Metal Punks. They just want to rock out and just cause carnage. So each of these factions has their own unique personality that we feel will resonate with many different types of gamers. But personally, I like the Earthers because you start out the game as an Earther, and then as you level up and start to acquire more gear as an Earther, you remain as a what's quote unquote called a mercenary. So what that means is that when there's a PvP battle, let's say there's a battle that's happening between the Holy Corp and the Metal Punks, right? You're jumping in as an Earther and you're getting rewarded and paid to fight on the side that needs you the most. So what that does is in these hour-long battles, it creates more balance. So like if you're in a game like in a big team battle game in Halo, we've all seen it where a big team battle is like, yeah, okay, it's like 100 kills to like 12. You know, or like, oh, it's domination, and like, oh, they have like 200 seconds of domination, and the other team has like
player has like
17 seconds. You know? So it's like, what's the point of even playing the entire match when it's like, whatever? I guess I'm just practicing my aiming today. But with Metalcore, it's and I'm not throwing shade on Halo whatsoever. Like, I love that game, played it for many years since 2007. Like, that's not shade, that's just an observation. But with Metalcore, it's completely different because these battles matter, okay? The map is one giant map, okay? And these battles determine if those hexes are turning towards the Metal Punk control, towards the Holy Corp control, or towards the Gear Breakers control.
But I
and
thought
so
only
these
50
Earthers
people
are
at a time
critical
could
for
play.
these battles.
Only 50 people at a time. Only 50 people at a time can play, though, right?
Per side. So that's a 100-player mega match that we're gunning towards, which would be a huge match, right? And depending on how powerful each faction is that are dedicating resources to that particular hex match, there may be an imbalance across the factions, which can be leveled out using the Earthers.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Guys, we have got a
Nice.
giveaway coming up as well at the end of the show. Remember, you have got to stay to win, but we are going to be giving away YGG tokens and a Metalcore access code. Three winners this week. Probably 3 winners next week. We will give them out over time, but there will be.
We can give up more.
Yep.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're very, very excited about this. Thank you so much to Metalcore for showing up and showing us their game. We most certainly will. Well, I mean, Gohaun and I are pretty much buying new computers right now. So N0ACL,
Great,
like
that's good.
we're
Me
all
too.
just gonna, everybody,
Yes.
everybody is gonna need to buy new computers.
Yes.
Yeah, I bought one for
Play
this.
Metalcore.
I bought one for this game, right?
Yeah, 4090, here I come. Actually, I got one today.
But it's
and-
worth it.
Graphics card.
Definitely,
You guys,
it's worth
I bought my 4090 today, and I'm like, am I really gonna do this? But it's gonna be amazing. We're really excited about this, guys. In chat, let's give a huge round of applause to Jay for coming on. We appreciate you for being here.
Thank you very much.
We are excited about it, and those who want to be a part of this giveaway. Oh my gosh, if I can press the right button here. This is the Gleam. We will be giving 3 of these codes away tonight, plus YGG tokens at the end of the stream. So we're so excited. Jay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining
You're welcome.
us.
Thank y'all so much. It was so
We
great to be a
cannot
part of
wait
this.
to play. I know that, like I said, these guys have played. They've had a great time playing, and we've got kind of the world like represented within everybody sitting here, especially for YGG. So we're absolutely having a great time. It's a great time to build. The bear market is a fantastic time to build, and you guys are absolutely knocking it out of the park. So we're really excited to see what happens here.
Thank you so much. And the entire team thanks you as well. Thank you. And then once again, upcoming sessions, October 27, 28, and 29, multiple regions for 3-hour blocks. All of the details are on metalcore.gg/alpha.
All right, you guys.
And the
It
Discord
is-
also.
Oh, yes. All right, guys, it is time for everyone's favorite boot camp with Vaas. So let's go ahead and roll this. All right, Vaas, I see you're sharing your screen. Tell me
Yep.
when you're ready, and I will go ahead and bring that up.
Yeah. Please share the screen.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
All right, guys. So, today we are going to talk about like the phishing attacks that we have been facing all over crypto, in
Oh.
Discord, in Twitter, and everywhere else.
Oh
kind of-
yeah.
Yeah, we'll also look at the new developments in the whole phishing ecosystem. So phishing has become very sophisticated. Like it's kind of
Yes.
there's a new product out there. I think it kind of launched last month. So this thing is called Caffeine. Caffeine is like an enterprise live service software kind of a thing where you can subscribe to them, and like they have a subscription basis thing going on, and they have a like toolkit of they have a pipeline of features where you could go and just fish people all across.
You literally can buy a license to fish people.
Yep, and it's
Wow.
like it's dead easy to use it. So and it's like they're not even trying to hide it. It's like it's out
Wow.
there in the like normal web. It's not even in the like Onion. Like you don't have to use Tor to visit this. You can just visit it normally on normal web. Right now, I'm using a VPN, of course. I wouldn't advise you guys to visit this particularly, but this is like the stuff that is out there. So it has gone very modern. Also, these services now they have the ability to crack your two-factor authentication as well.
Oh,
How they
yes.
do it? It's like it's going to show you, like it's going to ask you for the 2FA as well. Whenever you try to log into the fake phishing page, and whenever you enter your two-factor authentication thingy, it's going to open a similar instance of that website. It's a scripted Linux server somewhere, and it's going to enter that two-factor authentication then and there and get your login cookie or whatever, and then they can just log in directly and steal all your assets. So why I'm covering this, it's kind of getting out of hand. I know FTX has been they have released as with Alameda that they have been they have an entire team working on this to curb these phishing attacks. So they also try to rank higher in Google. So they have an entire dedicated an entire team to kind of curb that. But what about the decentralized service that we use when we Google something? Like let's say we Google Uniswap,
Right.
and you might find an ad out there.
And it goes to the wrong
sometimes-
place. Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes we don't even pay attention to it because we just have to swap something real quick. So yeah, this kind of like we have to be pretty safe about these things, and we should be aware of the the new technological development that's happening in the whole of hacking world to make ourselves a little bit safer.
So I'll share my experience this week that we were talking about. I had here, I'll go ahead and I had an email that hit my email account today, 2 days ago. That was
an
saying
OpenSea,
that an OpenSea. This actually I thought was pretty smart. OpenSea, they put a NFT in my OpenSea for Rainbow Six, saying that it was a special mint.
Wow.
And that there was an offer on it for like 0.5 ETH. So of course people say, "Oh, I didn't even know I had that NFT," and oh, someone wants to give me half an ETH for it. Sure, click on it. You've already interacted with the contract, and you've lost your stuff. I mean, I saw it immediately, and I sent it to everybody in our chats, and I was like, "Yeah, that's scam."
Yeah, I got
right
a
there.
similar email.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
like,
same thing here.
boy.
Over like the last like 3 years, this has happened so much. I'm so glad that Solana has a burning mechanism for when you get these
Oh,
scam
jeez, I
NFTs.
love it.
I
Uh,
wish.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
Dozens
so
of
much
them
crap.
monthly, right? It's just out of control these days.
Yeah. Well, that was absolutely fantastic, Vaas. I actually didn't know it was that easy
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
easy.
really, really easy.
That's ridiculous.
stay safe, everyone.
There's just one more. I forgot its name. It's way better, but you have to like this is the only one. The caffeine one was the only one I could show in stream.
Right.
So you can access in the stream right now.
There's
The
a lot
other
of
one,
this phishing stuff on socials as well. People are posting, fake whitelists for things and adding you. Like it happens every day.
Yes.
Yes.
If
I
you
get
have not
people
signed up
are
for your
waiting.
own whitelist, if
Gotta
you have
block
not signed
people
up
daily.
directly, it is fake. If you are being given
Pay
some sort of
attention to
weird
the
offer,
handles and
yeah, it is
Yeah.
not real, guys, and
Yes,
and we just want to make sure
yes.
you guys stay safe. Vaas, thank you for bringing that to our attention once again. Let's give a shout out to Vaas, everybody.
Thank you, amigo.
Thank you, Vaas. That was
Vaas.
fantastic.
Thank you,
Guys,
man.
we've got an absolutely amazing giveaway tonight. Everybody is still here, ready to find out what is going on. Let's throw it to the queen. The
Our
queen is here.
Yay! Yep.
And-
So guys,
Go ahead.
yeah. So like I'm just gonna share my screen here. So like what Dragon said a while ago, we are gonna give out YGG tokens and of course access code from Metalcore. So if you wanna try that really really awesome game, just go ahead and click that Glim link and sign up now. Also, we have I'm gonna share this. We have our ongoing Twitter event because we recently reached 5K followers. So thank you guys for supporting
Yeah, we
Game
did.
Hunters.
Thank you, everybody.
And we're gonna draw this next week on our Halloween event. So
Halloween
be sure to
stream
be
next
there.
week, you guys.
Costumes,
Is everybody dressing up? Is
Yes,
everybody
of
dressing up?
Yeah.
Cydrake,
Yes.
Cydrake, are you gonna
Yes.
wear the T-Rex costume? Are you gonna wear the T-Rex costume, Cydrake?
No, not
Come
yet.
on,
Not
Cydrake. Chop, what do you
yet.
think?
Not yet.
That Cydrake should wear the T-Rex costume? I
Yes.
believe we could.
Yes.
If we hit 10,000 followers by next week, I will wear the T-Rex costume. Let me just tell you that right now. All
Are you
right.
sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'll wear no shirt next week if we hit 10K followers, baby.
Like double it. Double
This
it overnight.
46-year-old dad bod is not afraid. I am not afraid, ladies and gentlemen. All right, May, I know that you've got a little bit that you need to do for the Gleam giveaway, so why don't you go ahead and start that? And while we're doing that, I know that N0ACL has a giveaway to talk about as well. So N0ACL, take it away.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, honestly, I dropped a giveaway last week on the 18th. I was mentioning it for a couple of streams. When my birthday week hit, I just wanted to do a little giveaway, throw out some cards there to the community. So I've got 2 Rev NFTs basically up for grabs. Sorry, 10. See, I'm out of it right now, but 10 up for grabs here. And it closes tomorrow after the Thetan Arena Tuesday stream. So if you want to hop in, go to my page, like and retweet there, and I will do the draw right after the stream.
Nice.
On Twitter and in Discord.
Nice.
So good luck, have fun.
Wait, are you shilling your own? Are you shilling your own Twitter page right now, N0ACL? No, I completely support it. I'm just asking.
I don't know. I might-
That's great.
I don't know. Not necessarily, but
If
honestly, just
N0ACL
going a little
hits
bit back
10,000,
there.
if you hit 10,000 followers by next week because you were on GameHunters,
No.
will you stream without your shirt? That's the question.
Oh.
10,000 followers, N0ACL, will you stream without your shirt?
Honestly,
Or pan.
there's problems there, man. There's NDAs and
Oh, I
there's a whole
understand.
lot of
No,
legalities there.
I understand. I understand. You can't show
No,
the
I
guns
would,
to
but
everybody. You can't show the
it's
guns to
just-
everybody.
Sorry.
No, I understand. I totally understand.
I'll wear a muscle suit.
Oh, you'll wear a muscle suit like
I'll wear a muscle suit.
you should wear like the Incredibles muscle suit, like the dad one. Okay.
I could throw that on there.
That'd be amazing.
Or the
That'd be amazing.
Hulk.
The Hulk.
Oh man.
The Hulk.
You know the
No
Hulk?
ACL
You
is
got a Hulk.
already the Hulk in my eyes. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
Well, that's exciting.
Appreciate it.
That's exciting for sure. May, where are we at on the Glean giveaway? Are we close? I cannot hear you. I still
we
cannot hear
cannot-
you.
Nope.
But-
Okay, how about
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, this mic. Okay, yeah. Guys, so yeah, you still have time.
36 entries, you guys.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Let's join. Let's join. And
All
by
right.
the way, Web3 Festival is happening November 14 to 18 over here in Manila, Bonifacio Global City. If you are around, let's hang out. And
Are you gonna go, May? Are you going,
Yep,
May?
Boku and me gonna be there.
Oh.
Couple of other YGG
If
community
you want
members
to
will be there
see
as well.
the premier Web3 couple, you will go. You will go to this conference. That's all I gotta say.
Let's go. Let's
Are
go.
you guys gonna dress up in your favorite Web3 character?
I think
Anime
there's only
character.
I know. I don't think I know any other Web3 couple out there.
I only know one other.
Yeah. That's a good question.
National Outlet.
Oh
Those
yeah.
are the only two those are the only two I know. So
Mm.
what? Isa's not going. Isa, you need to go there, and you literally need to apply for
In the
everything
Yes,
you can
every-
possibly apply for,
every
and you
raffle.
will win.
Every
You will
possible-
win.
Yeah, you have to go. Yeah.
You have to go, Alex.
So
Boring's
all right,
gonna
let's
be there.
Boring the ninja.
And
The
Lava.
Are you-
ninja.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
let's
going
go.
to? Are you guys going to do some live streaming?
Oh, we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see if
that
we
would
can
be
do that.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
think you guys should.
Or
Yeah,
record
I
it.
think we should.
Yeah, or either record it or go live on Restream. Like you have access to it.
Yep.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Let's
So,
see.
all right, let's do this giveaway, May.
Yep. Let's go.
Here we go. So for the YGG tokens and 3 keys to Metalcore, who are our winners today?
Ta-da. Of course.
Laboo,
Oh, nice.
Isa, and Big Boss.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Look, you guys, you gotta be here to win it, and they're here.
I feel like
Congratulations.
I send the tokens to the same address every week.
Totally cool. Totally cool.
It's fine. It's for the
Maybe
community.
people, it's for children.
Children.
Well, we absolutely love it. You guys won. Congratulations. You guys will get codes if you do not already have them. And Gohaun is going to send you a brand new computer so that you're
Yes.
able to play.
Yeah,
me
we
too.
have
So
to
that you're
try
able to
some.
play Metalcore.
Thanks, Gohan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gohan.
very nice of
The
you,
best.
Gohan. Very,
The
very
best.
generous to give away on your birthday.
Yes.
So,
Muchas
Such a
Guys,
humanitarian.
very, very, very
The
humane.
Gohan Foundation.
The
The
Gohan
The
giveaway.
Gohan Foundation. Yeah.
Oh,
He just gives away. He gives everything.
GPU Foundation.
All it means is rice. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pay for machines
No,
with rice.
it's totally cool, Gohan.
Yeah.
Everybody needs rice, okay?
He's,
Gohan
he's so
Fumi.
humble.
You're very humble.
GohanFundme.com.
Very, very-
Gohan, if you get 10,000 followers on your Twitter, will you shave the beard next week?
Sure.
You said it. You heard it here,
Guys.
everybody. You heard it. You heard it here first. You heard it here
If I catch
first.
any of you buying them on like Fiverr, I will
Boss.
find you.
Boss, boss, you gotta pop this,
Boss.
baby. Boss.
Let's
I
go,
will-
Bass! Let's go, Bass!
Boss is gonna find a way. Yeah.
You're gonna
So
have
this is-
20,000 followers next week.
This is
Yeah.
Gohan's
Yeah, my
Twitter,
account will be
guys.
disabled in like 24 hours.
If anybody wants to follow Gohan
Follow
to
Gohan
try,
now.
yeah, if anybody wants to go follow Gohan, we definitely have his Twitter handle right here.
Yes.
And if he gets 10,000 followers, he's gonna shave the beard. So
Not gonna happen, but all right. I will shave it if I get 1,000 followers.
Okay.
Isa says, and have a camera upgrade so we can see you clearly.
I just
Touche,
have to go
Isaac.
grab one.
Touche. All right, guys, it's been an absolutely incredible, incredible stream. It's been so much fun to see Metalcore, guys. I really, truly like. I want to see if I can somehow figure this out so that I can play it because it looks amazing and it looks like people are already sitting there. People are already sitting there streaming it and stuff, which is also very, very cool. So we appreciate those guys coming. If Metalcore is just the tip of the iceberg for what we're about to see in Web3, then it is going to be incredible. It's going to be all this hard work is going to be worth it. It's just going to take time. So it's exciting to see some of these projects that are up and coming. So, all right, guys. And playable. Yeah, exactly. So next we just need Star Atlas. Vaas needs Star Atlas.
I need that.
Really need Star Atlas. I really want Mirandus.
My pet hooligan.
My pet hooligan is coming. I feel good about it, obviously.
Phantom Galaxies.
Phantom Galaxies. I just want accessible to everybody. Like,
Stella Fantasy! Waifus! Yay! Let's go!
Cydrake needs more waifus in his life, for sure. So. Anyway, guys, it's been a great night. As Cydrake likes to say...
And keep playing!
And keep playing, everybody. We will see you next week for our special Halloween episode and $500 worth of giveaways. See you next week, everyone.
Hello.